Good morning, children. Happy to see you once again. Did you learn the lessons which I told you? The present participle, did you work out the worksheets? Hope you're all doing that worksheet in your English class note. If you didn't get it soon. Until then, you do it in your rough notebook. Later, you copy it in your classwork. Now, children, we were seeing about, yes, the present participle is a form of a verb which appears both in present tense, past tense and future tense, and it is a part of a continuous form of verb. Now we recapped on what we learned last class. Shall we go to today's lesson? Can you guess what it can be? It's very simple. Now we are going to see how we can use this present participle in a continuous tense form. As I told you earlier, the present participle can appear both in past and future. So, you should not be confused with the name present participle. Present participle just conveys that the thing is continuously happening. It doesn't specify the tense. It is just a part of a verb. It is a continuous verb, to make it short or to make it clear. So it can appear both in the past as well as future. And you wanted to explain how the sports can be played, you are going to use past continuous. While he was bowling, he used a big, strong bat and he was holding firmly and he hit the ball and the ball goes sixer. So I was using past continuous tense. While he was bowling, I used, and of course I used a little bit of adjective and many other parts of speech. So what is that you all can understand? Past continuous can be used for the conversation which occurred in the past, which is already happened, which is already occurred. There is another point that you have to learn. It can appear tense in 3 statements. It can be positive, or negative, or an interrogative / questions for you to understand. Question statement. So for these 3, the word form, the formation, sentence formation is subject plus, what is the next thing which will come? I told you earlier, when you use present participle, you always have a helping verb. Since this is a past continuous tense, the helping verb must be in past tense. Here there is no exceptions. You have to use only past tense. Past was or were plus, what is that next? And we will see a lot of examples. The same thing when it appears as a negative not. If there is a not in the sentence, she was not going to school. Not. If it comes with a negative not, okay? If it comes as a not, it becomes a negative statement. So don't get confused. When you are able to read through, you will understand everything. So it can be positive, then it can be negative, then the interrogative, and the verb form will always be she was going to station. She was not going to station. All this, she, he, first person I, second person you, third person she, he, third person it, all these are third persons. So you are going to be clear with this. What about the question? Was the subject. Was she going to Chennai? Now it becomes a statement. What statement? Question statement. For your understanding, I am using question statement. So this is the another form of how a past continuous can appear in a sentence. How does it appear? It can appear when there is an interrupted action in the past. When I entered his house, his mother was already reading. His mother was reading. And so again, what is it? Was it a positive or a negative comment? It's a positive. And then how did I say it is a positive? Because there is not a negative word. That is not, don't, do not. All these are not found in this sentence. That's why I call it as a positive. And is it an interrogative statement? No, it is not, because there is no question mark. That is a shortcut to find it out. But when I am talking, will you be able to understand whether it is a question or a statement? Okay, for that, if I start with a helping verb, were you going today, tomorrow, all these are indicators for tenses. So you have to use the indicator question. Now that we have all understood these things, let's see some examples. So, yellow flower was growing downwards. This sentence was explaining about the action which took place some point in the past. It was taking place some point in the past. Okay, so was growing is a past participle. Yellow flower is subject. Downwards is a preposition. Where, or you can, just to make it simple, it's an object. Okay. Was living. Wild bee was buzzing the whole day. Was is an auxiliary verb. Buzzing. Buzz is the verb. Where, because it is a plural form, you are using where. Swarming. Swarm. Swarm. So it is swarming. Okay, fine, don't worry. This is just so it's swarming. Soldiers were walking more than a mile to reach the war front. River was flowing through the valley. My grandmother was admiring the rose. When the wind blows, the flowers were swaying. An ant was peeping over the leaves. Giraffe was grazing the trees. When you observe, did you observe that giraffe is a subject and trees are the object? It doesn't matter whether your object is plural, but it matters whether the giraffe is plural or a singular. Got it? Because you're explaining only about giraffe, you're not explaining about trees. Flapping. So in between you must not use capital. In between your sentence, no capitals per noun. Tortoise, T capital because it's the beginning of the sentence, was flapping, like this, flapping. So it is a past continuous tense. Drinking milkshake. Where is the present participle? Drinking. What is the verb? Drink is a verb. So verb is shine. You have to now guess what is the in between auxiliary and present participle. How are you going to write your auxiliary verb? It is was because tone is a singular. After that, shine verb has to be in a present participle, so it has to be in ing ending, shining. With the e, you take off the e and include ing. So it is shining was. Got it? So the stone was shining brightly on the daylight. Scotch. Try to do this on your own. It's very simple. The meaning of scotch is burning all the surfaces. So what burns the surface? Here it is sun. Okay. So when Peter arrived, the sun dash the garden patio. Patio. Okay. Now let's do these things. I dash cricket with my friends. So cricket, what is the verb? Guess the verb. They were doing at 5 o'clock. So 5 o'clock yesterday means it's a past tense. So we can definitely use was. Got it? Was playing cricket with my friends yesterday. My mother was watching TV. TV is otherwise known as television. When you write a formal letter or any formal invitation or anything, you better watch out for these abbreviations. You must not write in an abbreviation. You must use the full form. Don't use TV, television. We is a plural and you are going to use it as a past tense. So where, we were what? Eating. What is the verb you can identify from the sentence? Nobody drinks a mango because it is solid. So you are going to use eat. Eat is the verb and present participle were eating. Now this last 3 lines you are going to try and do it yourself. Okay, you all have your rough notebook or your English class work. When you get your English class work, you can copy all these things in your class work. Okay, all the exercises, work it out in your class work. Okay, so these last 3, my friends dash their bicycles, Mohan dash a letter, the bell dash loudly. So all these are your homeworks, home assignments, and there are few more things that you can do at home. These you can cover it up even in your weekends. You don't have to do it today itself.